Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am so happy to be back with you again today. It's a hot sunny day here in South Florida. I tell you, our real feel has been like 112 degrees, but I just wanted to come in and do a video because, you know, I'm getting so worked up and so excited about getting back into Poshmark. Before, when I started back in 2022, I was working full-time. My job was so stressful that I just didn't have the mental energy or the physical energy or anything like that to really delve into the reselling. But now I've been working for myself since January. This is June, so it's been about 6 months. So I've had time to kind of decompress. But anyway, I'm going to go over today about Mercari versus Poshmark. Mercari versus Poshmark. Say that 3 times. It's a tongue twister. And just which one is the best for part-time resellers, and also which one's the easiest one to kind of navigate for part-time. And I do have some screenshots because I did list the items that I showed in the last video, the price with me video from last week. So I did list those, and I showed how the listing went with the final item that I did was one of the shirts. I know in that video I said that I was going to list the shirts for $22, but I did a little bit of research on them and looked in to see what other ones were selling at. So I did change the price point. I think I put them at $29. I think that's where I put them for the ones. I had 2 that were new with tags. I thought all 3 were new with tags, but then when I looked at the yellow one that I was just calling it like banana yellow or whatever, that one, it had a dry cleaning tag on it, so it had been to the dry cleaners, but I thought it was new with tags. So I put that one at 22, and I think the rest of them were at 29. So that's where I think that it was. I'm going to put a link to well, if you look in the show notes, there's a link to my Poshmark store. So you can go in and take a look at how the listings came out really nice. I like the way that it went. It was a lot easier than I remember doing it back in 2022. And I think maybe that's because I have a new phone, so the photos come out a lot better. I put some notes down because I don't want to go off on a tangent. I want to stay on track so my video's not so long, because I know you guys probably are like, oh my gosh, what is she talking about? So I did put some notes down so I can stay on track. One of the comparisons I wanted to do for the video is I wanted to go over the shipping. Now the shipping for Poshmark is a lot easier than with Mercari because it's just a flat rate. With Poshmark, with Mercari, you have to go in and kind of weigh your items, and if you don't weigh them, then they're going to do like a guesstimate on it. So it gives you, a different item weight. So you might need a scale for that. I didn't use a scale for the items that I was listing because I kind of, I know pretty much what they would weigh. So and when I put them in there, it's such a common item that they just gave what they thought the weight would be. So it was fine. So the shipping with Poshmark's a little easier, I feel. Now the Vibe, we're going to talk about the Vibe. And with Poshmark, you have to do a lot of sharing. It's a lot of social interaction that you have to do, and with you have to go in and update your item, you got to go in and share your item, you got to go and have followers. So it's a bit of work with Poshmark. With Mercari, it's pretty much you just list it and forget about it. You list it and just leave it there. So with Poshmark, now Poshmark has a larger amount of registered users than Mercari does. Poshmark has anywhere from 130 to 160 million users across the United States and across Canada. So that users mean just anybody that's created an account or logged in, even for a second. But it's a massive pool of buyers that are out there searching for your clothing. So it's like being in like a mega mall, where Mercari might be like, I don't want to say being in a strip mall. I don't want to say that, but Mercari has their users around, monthly active users around 20 to 23 million every month. But Mercari, it doesn't have the same amount of registered users and activity that Poshmark has. They have a massive search engine that's there too, because there are over 130 million accounts tied to the platform. So, for little niche items, you'll have probably a better chance of selling them with Poshmark. But honestly, I would list them in both places. It doesn't take any extra effort, maybe an extra couple of minutes to open up a tab. I do my listing on the computer, and I think I'm going to show you too. I'm going to have a screenshot. I'm going to show you. I open up one tab with Poshmark, the other tab with Mercari, and I just copy whatever I put in for the description or whatever, and I just throw it over into Mercari. So it's really easy. So right now I'm going to insert the video that's going to show you the screenshot of how I actually went in and did the listing for Poshmark and for Mercari. There we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead and see how easy it is to do a listing in Poshmark and in Mercari. Now, this is going to be the fourth listing that I've done today. I showed 4 items in my previous list with me. No, it wasn't list with me, it's price with me video. And so I've listed 3 of them. Now I'm going to do the final one because I hadn't listed anything in Poshmark in such a long time that I wanted to make certain I knew what I was doing. Some of the things had changed. So this is my Poshmark store. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how it is to do a listing. You have to go into My Closet. And once you go there, it says I have inactive listings. That just started happening. Or maybe I haven't really been on the site that much for a while. But what you want to do is that you're going to go over to where it says sell on Poshmark. So we're going to click here. Then we're going to add our photos and videos. Now I'm doing this on the desktop. I don't do a lot of things on my phone just because it's just easier for me to navigate around and click around on the computer, but it's just as easy on the phone as well. If you all want for me to show how it's done on a mobile phone, just leave the message in the comment and I'll do a separate video with the using the phone app. But right now we're going to use the desktop. I think most people are using probably their desktop or their laptop when they're creating listings. So we're going to go in here and we're going to add photos and video. So I had already gone in and taken pictures today, got some stock pictures today also. So what I have remaining to list is going to be the mint green shirt that I showed in the last video. So I just held down I just clicked on the first one, and then I hold down the shift key, click on the last one that I'm going to put there, and then click open. That selects all your photos there. And then I'm going to click open, and it's going to go ahead and add them there. Now, I don't want for that one to be the cover shot, but I'm just going to put apply just because I can move it around easily once it's in there than to try to do anything right now. So let me just apply. And you see, it did pick this one here with the measurements as the first one. Whatever's the largest one is going to be the main photo that's showing. I don't want that to be the first one. Actually, I want that to be the last one. The first one I want is the front with the someone actually wearing the shirt. So I'm moving that over there. Then I went for my second picture to be the back of the shirt. And actually, I'm going to move this one over to the end. And then we're going to go here and it says title. What are you selling? I always put my stuff together before I get in here so I can kind of copy and paste. So I've got it down here in my sticky notes, which I have here. And you see I've got my title up here. So this is the third one of these that I've done. So I actually just kind of copied what I had in the other ones and just changed it from the coral color or yellow color. And now this one's a Fiji green. So I'm putting that in here. Describe it. Same thing. It's so easy. You can kind of like get your wording and everything together if you do it not inside the actual app. And then I just do mine in sticky notes. And then some of the things I already have saved, like a little template that makes it super easy, like the measurements. It's already saved. You can just go in and just add the numbers in, so you don't have to type that over and over again. And this bundle other items from my closet to save on shipping. Another thing that's just kind of like built in a little template. So then I'm just going to paste that right there. So everything's in there. Excuse me if you hear my birds. As soon as I start talking, the birds start chirping. So, but it's too hot down here to put them outside. And right now it's storming too. So category, we're going to go here. That's men. And it's going to be shirt. So we find shirts here. And it's a casual button-down shirt. I only have one item. So the size is a large. This condition for this one is new with tags. The brand is Clubhouse. Remember that from the other video that we did. It is Clubhouse. Oh, Club Room. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's Club Room, not Clubhouse. There we go. So it's Clubhouse. And I was calling it mint green, but they don't give you like any extra choices. It's called Fiji green. Now all we have here is green, so we're gonna put green in there, and that's it. For style tags, I put it as like I don't know if it's athleisure. I think that I no, it's not athleisure. Um, what did I put? Business casual. That's going to be one of the tags. Collegiate. I don't know. I'm going to put that in there. I don't know if that's really called would be collegiate or not. And then the other one, I think I put what was it? Oh, lightweight would be nice. I probably should have done lightweight on these instead of collegiate. There's pastel too. Sometimes people go in looking for a pastel men's shirt. So I think I'm going to put pastel, and I'm going to take that collegiate out. And what was the other one I said I was going to do? It was lightweight. I think that's what we were looking at. I don't know if I want lightweight. Let me look and see what else I have here, though. Preppy. That is kind of preppy, I think. So I kind of like that, too. So I'll put in preppy. The price that I was selling these, I think I was going with $29. Let me go. Let me just open in another tag. I've forgotten. It's been a long day, guys. So I'm going to go in here. Let me go into my closet and say, oh, I had, no, that was the one that's not new with tag. The new with tag one is here. I put it at $29 is that one. So we're going to do this one as the same thing. I know when I was doing the price with me that I said I was going to do $22, but and looking around the quality of them, I mean, it's in pristine condition. I know too, I'm going to put original price as 50 because it doesn't let you put like, it's 49.50, $49.50, but it doesn't let you put anything in there with cents. It just has to be whatever, like a rounded number. So if it's 50, you round up. So I'm putting it, since it was 49.50, I'm going to put it at $50. I'm going to put done. And if it sells at $29, you see this is what the earnings would be that I would get. So that does show you how much it takes off of the price of the how much they take for their cut. Poshmark takes for their cut. Now for additional details, I'm going to put in here my SKU number. And another time, once I get a little bit more organized in my closet, I just kind of started going through my stash and everything again. That's not, I think it was 5 that I need to put that in. B005 is going to be the bin that's going to be in. I have like the little cubes, and then I wrap everything individually in like a tissue paper, and I put the label on it. And then I have a spreadsheet too, so I put everything in the spreadsheet, but it's nice to put it here so I don't have to go hunting in the spreadsheet. If it sells, I can just look in here. This doesn't show on the ad, but it can show you exactly, where your item is. Now, if you don't have bins and you have it saved in something else, or maybe you have it in some things in your top closet, maybe you've got some things that are stored in bins in, I don't know, where your utility room or whatever. I guess you can kind of write that information in here and other info and put exactly where it is. Don't do like I did where I sold a pair of shoes and it took me, I don't know, like 3 hours to find them because I had to go through all these boxes and I didn't have it really listed. And I've also sold items before. And because I have so many things in my spreadsheet, sometimes what I had in my spreadsheet was worded a little bit differently than what I had in the title. So yeah, don't do that. Just put your thing in here in additional details. And then we're going to go next. And smart selling. I'm going to put that on. I'm not going to take $17 for that shirt. I think probably the lowest I would do would maybe be the $22 would be the lowest that I would take. So I don't know what this does. It says automate sending, countering, and accepting offers. So we'll see. I mean, maybe that was one of the things I didn't like going in and haggling with people so much. But I'm gonna put the lowest at 22. I really shouldn't even put it there, but that's what I said I would take for it. So we're gonna list it. All right, so there we go, update it, and you see right there it is. So it's already listed there. And this was the little black top, the black romper that I showed in the other video that I did, and I'll list the other video. In the show notes. I'll list the other video in the show notes so you all can see there. And so that was there. And then we had this shirt, which is the same as that one. But this one, I thought it was new with tags, but it actually wasn't. It had a dry cleaning tag on it. So that's why I listed this one a little bit lower. And then the other shirt was this one. That's here. I had those 3 shirts that I had in my price with me and this romper. So those are the things that I had. So that's what you do in Poshmark. Now we're going to go into Mercari. And what I'm going to do is, and this is what I've done all day today, I'm going to click back in the item that I want to sell so I can just copy and paste the description and everything in here. So this is my Mercari over here. See, I'd already listed one item. So now we're going to go to sell another item here, and we're going to add our photos again, just like we did before. So I'm going to click here. I don't know. Yeah, it allows me to click all 4. So those go there. And again, I don't want that to be the cover photo. So I'm going to move that over, move this over, put this at the end. And I might upload some other photos a little bit later, but I kind of want to get this recorded and kind of get away from my desk for a while and go make some dinner or something. So I'm just doing a copy paste. So, you just highlight your text. Let me go back in here. I'm just highlighting it. So I get my mouse, hold down the front, what is that, left side of the button on your mouse. And then you just hold down control and the control on your keyboard, hit C, and that's going to copy. And then I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to wipe that out because it just put shirt there. It's trying to help you fill it out, but it just put shirt. So, and then I'm going to hold my control and then I'm going to put V, which is paste. So control, hold down the control on your keyboard and C to copy, and to paste it, it's control V. So see, all that's there. I don't have to go in and type it again, which is nice. Then I'm going to go down to the listing, do the same thing. So I'm getting my mouse. I'm highlighting the text that I want here. The only thing I do differently is this is bundle items from my closet. Mercari doesn't call it a closet. So I do go in and just change that word and put shop or something like that. So I did my control C. I'm going to go back up here, click over into my Mercari. I'm going to do my control V. I'm going to, remember I said I was going to change that from closet to shop. So we do that here. I don't know why I put brand H&M there. That's not what it was. It's Club Room. So Club Room is right here. So we put that in. Suggest a brand, Club Room. Yes, this one's new with tags. So we're going to go there. It's a size large. You go here. I really do think prepaid mailing, we're going to keep that there. Pricing, we were going to go in with $29. smart pricing. Now, what smart pricing does is that it lowers your price over time. I don't know how much time it takes to lower it, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try that. So that way I don't have to go in and fool with it anymore if it doesn't sell. Now over in Mercari, now you see here the selling fee. This one shows you how much. Now, if I sell this item at $29 here, my profit will be $25.36. When we were here in in Poshmark, let me just edit the listing. And I'm not really going to do anything. I just want to see what it was saying, how much we would make. So this one at the same price, I'll be making 23.20, where over in Mercari, I would be making 25.36. So you see, it's almost a $2 difference. And that's nice. That really is nice. It adds up if you have a lot of items in your store. So selling in Mercari is the selling fees are less, and we'll go over that, in the video. But I just wanted you to see in Poshmark, exact same price that I'm selling my listing for at $29, I would be earning $23.50. When over here in Mercari, exact same price at $29, I'll be earning $25.36. So I really do like that. I'm gonna list it. And that's it. I mean, I think honestly that Mercari is a little easier as far as listings go. But look, the room doesn't my little spot or my shop doesn't look as nice. Maybe I'm not looking at it from there. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that the store looks a little better. Let me go to view profile. Okay, 46 listings here. Yeah, see, I like the way that the shop actually looks over and Poshmark, but Poshmark takes a lot of work. You have to do a lot of liking and doing a lot of different things. Okay, this is 16 minutes. I'm cutting off now. I hope that was easy for you guys to see that. And yeah, so there we go. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that screenshot and that it gave you some information. But I wanted you to notice the fees. So that's something. The fees that are coming out of Poshmark are showing you that it's got that 130 million active users there because they're charging you money for that. It's like you're paying the high rent if you're over in the mega mall as opposed to what rent you're paying over in the strip mall. If you had a store there, that's kind of what it is because Poshmark now they take, if it's under $15, then they're going to charge you $2.95 for that item. Okay, and if it's anything over $15, they're taking 20%. They're going to take 20% of what what you sold it for, and it's steep, but it includes, it's a simple shipping process. So, that's that. Now, Mercari takes 10%. So that's why when I did the screenshot, you noticed how much my total would be for after fees for the Poshmark and the Mercari for the exact same item, and it's priced at the exact same price. I hope that this was helpful for you. What I'm going to ask you to do, if you found any value in this video at all, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build our community here, and I want to help other resellers. That's what I want to do. It's a passion of mine. I've been kind of dabbling in this for a while, and even with my own business that I have, it's just to help entrepreneurs and business owners, and I want to help our resale community here too, because it's hard, it's lonely, it's hard, it's difficult, it can be a little bit scary. It's like, oh, should I go to work? Or if you're doing it part-time, it's still time consuming for you because you're working all day. Trust me, I know, because I was on that end too, working all day and then trying to come home and list and wondering if your items are going to sell. So I want to build a really supportive community here. I'd like for everybody, if you could, go ahead and put your Poshmark or your Mercari or wherever you're listing, put the name of your store in the comment section so I can go and follow you. We can follow each other. My last video, my price with me video, I did do a call out for people to go in if they wanted to have their item featured on my next price with me video, which might be next week. So you know, if you would, or if you want to, go ahead and put your item over there so that way I can feature it in the next price with me. And if you don't want for it to be priced, we don't have to price it. I can just show your favorite item that you have that's in your store, or maybe the item that's been in your store for the longest amount of time and you're like, oh, why in the heck is this thing still here? That happened with my shoes. Don't you know, think that it won't sell. I bought these shoes back in 2022. It was one of the first items that I bought, and recently I sold it, and this is what, 2026. So I was there for 4 years, but I didn't give up on those shoes because they were fantastic. And when the buyer got the shoes at home, she sent me the nicest message how much she loved the shoes, and it really made me happy that she received them, because they were awesome. But you know, I'd love to support your business here as well, so go ahead. Once the community grows a bit, I have some other ideas of ways to support you know, our reselling community and individuals that have the oompspa, I don't know if that's a word, or the guts, or the whatever, to actually get in and do this, because it takes a lot of courage. It does, and it can be fun too. For those doing it part-time, I'm just doing it part-time now, but I'm enjoying the process. And thank you so much. I don't want to make the video too long. That's why I have my notes, see, so I don't go off in a tangent. But thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate every single one of you all. I had 3 subscribers, new subscribers from the video from last week. I'm so thankful for you subscribing to the channel, and hopefully we can grow it even more. All right, you guys take care. Have a wonderful day or evening. Sorry for my parakeets back there making noise in the background, but it's too hot to put them outside on the porch, because like I said, it's 112 degrees real feel here, and they've been inside, cooped up inside their cage. I usually put them outside on the porch so they can enjoy being outside and chirp at the other birds or whatever, but it's too hot for them to go out there now. So they've been making noise in the background. Hopefully it wasn't too annoying. But you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch up with you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.